Welcome back to the Buffalo Plus channel. Mike Catalana. I'm Jenna Cottrell. Please be sure to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel if you like our content. A big day for the Bills. They beat the Texans 40-0 today. We got to start with the defense because another shutout. This is their second shutout in the last 3 weeks. Look, the Texans we know are not the most talented team at all, but we saw 5 takeaways today from the Bills defense.
Yeah, the defense was fantastic. They dictate to the other team.
Yeah.
Look, the Texans stink. I feel for Davis Mills. He's a young guy who should be on a practice squad, all right? When this team, Tyrod Taylor should be the starter. Deshaun Watson has made a mess of the franchise. They have all those problems. But the Bills didn't come in and say, well, let's see how we play. Let's get ready for Kansas City. None of that. They attacked. They got that stop early, which kept the shutout going in the first quarter. And then the Texans never even got close. The D-line was chasing him all over the place. And I want to know what you think about this, because Micah Hyde always says, you know, turnovers come in bunches. Yeah, okay. They come in bunches when you are pressuring the quarterback and forcing him to make mistakes. They don't come in bunches when you're playing lousy defense.
No, absolutely. I think, and they could stay aggressive considering the talent level of this Texans team. But again, they had 5 turnovers today. And guys like Jaquan Johnson were having interceptions, guys that we're not used to seeing. The Bills had to use that depth. But this has been such a, I don't want to say surprise, because obviously the Bills have been such a strong defensive team over these last couple of years. But I don't think we were expecting this.
Now, what's a surprise is they've kind of flipped. And look, the offense is scoring. The one thing the defense can't do is actually score points, which they haven't done. But, you know, the offense scored 40. And in the Miami game, they scored 35, and both were shutouts. I mean, it's kind of crazy that we're speaking like this about this team that still has some things to take care of. But it wasn't the same dominant offense that we've seen, in part because the defense just made it so easy for them. I mean, when you're turning the ball over at the rate they are, when you're attacking opposing quarterbacks, when you take mediocre or bad players and marginalize them like they've done to Tua, Jacoby Brissett, and certainly Davis Mills, it makes life easier for this entire team.
A little inside baseball here, but I was on the field shooting the game, and, you know, usually you want to get in front of the play, so be down the field when the offense is coming towards you. Literally today, I was just behind the quarterback, Davis Mills, because I knew there was going to be pressure. The Bills were going to get after him. There was going to be some type of mistake.
I will say, because I was watching from the press box, just so you know, I know a lot of you worry about me. It was nice and dry up there. It's a box lunch. Okay, it wasn't great, but it was dry.
You have a punchable face right now. It rained on and off the entire game, but not at one point I was like, how is there still enough moisture in the atmosphere? It's raining right now. It's literally raining right now.
Okay, but I will say that I could relate to it because I could, on the TV screen and even through the glass, I could see the rain.
Do you see what I deal with? Truly. Do you see? I'm glad you're joking because it rained so much. And oh my God. All right, let's get to the offense before I actually do punch you. Okay. They put up 40 points. Impressive second half. We're going to nitpick just a little bit because that first half, I was kind of like, wait, why haven't they, the red zone issues, like things like that, where I was like, all right, like, let's see this Bills offense.
It's not true, but last year it almost felt like they never got to third down. Like they were just scoring, and they scored and scored. It's been a little tougher this year. It hasn't come as easily. And I say that while in these 2 shutouts, they've scored 75 points. But as I brought up, the defense has been setting them up. They struggled in the red zone. They struggled on third down. We're so used to seeing Josh Allen convert on those plays. And it wasn't happening. Now, again, whether they wore down the Texans, the Bills are just so much better than them. They did get it going in the second half. Allen still made some special plays. Some of the throws, the one when he rolled out and hit Diggs, he's done that twice now where he shouldn't even be able to get out of the play and rolls to his right and throws a bullet and catches the guy in stride. It was a touchdown the last time to Sanders. This time it was a first down to Diggs. Those are special plays. But, okay, there are times, and the reason we bring it up is because we'll talk about Kansas City in a minute, but the opponents are going to get tougher. That being said, they did run the ball well. They made some changes on the offensive line we can talk about. And they did move the ball, and they scored 40.
Yeah, I was going to say. And we do need to talk about Dawson Knox because he had his 2 touchdowns today. He has 4 touchdowns so far in the season. That's more than he had in the entirety of last year. I feel like he's a guy we talked about so much coming into the season because we've been wanting to see more. And we've seen that.
Yeah, he's getting open. He's holding on to the football. He's not even just holding on to it. He said it today. You know, you get it in your head that you're like, I can't drop the ball. And what you do is you drop the ball. And he's not doing that. He's catching the ball. He's blocking. He's out there for a ton of snaps. He gets open. I talked to you about it before when he went to the tight end U. He's going to see one of his buddies, I believe, Kelsey. And, you know, he learned about route running and recognizing things and being open at times for Josh Allen. And Allen said, you know, not always looking for him first. And he's starting to look for him a little bit more because he's open. And he's a beast when he has the ball. When he's playing confidently like this, he becomes a weapon for this offense, not just a tight end that fits with the rest of the group.
The bromance, too, between him and Josh Allen.
So tell everybody what happened in the interview.
So the post-game interview, Josh Allen comes out with Dawson Knox. They're sitting next to each other. The question was asked about how much more confident Dawson feels. You know, Dawson starts to answer. Josh cuts him off, jumps in, and is like, I have supreme trust in this guy. He's put in the work every single day. Then they ended the moment by a nice dap. They dapped each other up, a little high five.
And he thanked him. Dawson said, thanks, Josh. And then said, did he not say we should have done another prom picture? Because they didn't do that after the touchdown. I think I heard him say that.
This, like the ET.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, that's someone that we've wanted to see that from. And we were getting to see that from. And it's so interesting because being on the field, getting to, you know, see the plays develop, seeing Josh Allen's eyes instead of kind of, you know, Diggs, Sanders, you can see him look at Knox. And Knox has been that reliable guy. And what do you always hear Brian Dable say? Smart, tough, and dependable. That's what he wants to see out of his players, and Dawson Knox is proving that. So a bright spot on this offense, and maybe a guy we weren't really expecting to talk about as much so far this season.
You know what else was interesting today is they went with Spencer Brown at right tackle, and they gave Ike Butker the start because Feliciano was out. Now, look, the Texans play hard on defense. They've got Lovie Smith. They kept that team somewhat in the game in the first half, but, man, players light up when they talk about Spencer Brown.
He's just enormous. I'm not even, like, being on the sideline, seeing all the guys line up, and they're all offensive, defensive line. They're all enormous humans. But when you see Spencer Brown, you're like, whoa, that guy's really tall. In a group of really tall people, he jumps out. He had a pretty good game. Now, obviously, the fact that it's the Texans, it's a team that this is his first start, but still something that we've seen Sean McDermott kind of tinker with that O-line, and maybe that's going to be something moving forward.
Look, I don't think it's any guarantee that he doesn't stay out there or at least gets time in this offense. He's going to need time in this offense, and I think he's played really well. At least he appeared to today, so it'll be interesting as we start talking about next week.
I was to say, let's talk about the Chiefs.
Well, are we allowed to look ahead? Because the Bills acted like it's like the third rail. Like you cannot speak of next opponent. I get it. They should be able to enjoy this game. We'll have plenty of time to talk to them. But we can look ahead because you're looking ahead to the Chiefs. You're ready for Sunday night. We'll be out there for the game. And look, the Chiefs put up 40.
Dan will be out there.
Yes, Dan will be out there. Dan and I will be out there. You're going to Nashville the next week.
I'm going to Nashville.
Yes, you got a singing contract set up out there. But
no one wants that.
the Chiefs scored 40 against the Eagles. They gave up 32. Like, their defense isn't playing the way certainly the Bills are. But let's say this. They can say all they want, Jenna. This team lost 4 games last year. 2 of them were to the Chiefs. One of them was the game to go to the Super Bowl. And look, if they beat the Chiefs next week, it doesn't guarantee anything. Other than the fact that they can show they can beat the Chiefs. I think it's a massive test for them early. And the way this defense is playing, I think it gives them a very legitimate shot because there's going to be opportunities for the Bills offense when they go to Kansas City.
I cannot wait to see, though, how this Bills defense matches up against that Chiefs offense. That is going to be, it's going to be such a great game. We'll have plenty of coverage leading into it. Of course, we'll be in Buffalo. We'll talk to the players, coaches, all of that. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We always appreciate it. We're going to run out of room on our media card, so we're going to go. But for
it's dry now, isn't it? It's still raining. And the Texans still haven't scored either.
I don't think they know where the end zone is. All right, for Mike, I'm Jenna. Please be sure to, I can't say please. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time on the Buffalo Plus channel. I will punch you.
Did we make it to the end?
Yeah, we had 2 minutes.